always feel like somebody's watching me. That song, I don't know if this makes me a psycho, but I've gone for a walk and I've listened to that.
The little spooky song that's always trending on
I'm
TikTok?
listening to like spooky playlists right now. I've been listening to like that, the Monster Mash song, and then that song from TikTok that I never hear anywhere else. It's called like Oklahoma. Like Oklahoma spread out. And it's the one that's like, tears falling down at the party. Yeah.
I know that one.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get in the fall vibe right now.
What's your favorite spooky song?
He did the mash. It was
Really?
a monster mash. Yeah.
Mine's the Ghostbusters
It was a
song.
graveyard smash. That's my favorite.
Mine's the Ghostbusters song. The way it starts with the and the
And who are the Ghostbusters?
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Venkman, Spangler,
Sprats
Winston.
and Winston.
No. I don't know what you just
Strats.
said. Strats?
It's something that starts with an S and ends with a Z.
Well, I'm not moving on until I get it.
Ow.
This is how we learn. Venkman, Spangler,
Roy Strats.
Winston. Strats? That just doesn't sound right to me.
Look it up.
I might have to.
You're saying it's wrong as if you know the answer, but you don't know the answer. So
I don't
stop
know.
trying to question me.
Strats?
It's something like that. It's either Strats
It's not Strats.
or Sprats.
I'd put a five. I'll put $5 on it. It's not Strats.
It's ST something TZ.
It's not Strats. Stance.
I was right. I just didn't get the middle right.
That's fine. This is how we learn.
I was
okay?
closer than you were.
This is called rage management. For me, dummy.
Oh, okay.
Not you. Who's the one that got it wrong and had a rage last week? You? No, it was me.
Guys,
Thank you.
Chris was so upset about the Stranger
You
Things
don't
trivia.
say. It's almost like they didn't watch it or anything.
No, like I'm telling them about after we filmed the podcast.
It kept me up at night.
He was like, the next morning he came to my room. He was like, "Do you think people are gonna call me a fake Stranger Things fan for missing the trivia?" And I'm like,
It bothered
No.
me. It
And
bothered
they're like,
me. It kept me up at
"Are
night.
people gonna like say I'm like a bad sport for like having a bad attitude about losing the trivia?" And I'm like, "No one cares.
No,
You're
more,
literally the only person that cares."
it was more so the shame that was that was the thing that was driving those emotions was the shame. But we hit the drawing board and we have something cooked up in the coming future.
If you come through on your end of it, yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know, because you have to watch season 4 to do trivia for season 4 for me.
I don't have to intently. I can scroll through eps, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, and also it'll be fine. What's the priority right now?
Guys, we joined a lacrosse team.
Yeah. And it's weird because in high school I played lacrosse and my high school's initials were BHS. And this is BHHS.
Guys, I don't think it's a coincidence that my
What?
favorite character
And our colors were maroon and gold.
in Teen Wolf highly resembles high school Chris Bowie. I don't think it's a coincidence.
That's a stretch. You're saying I ever looked like Daniel Furman?
Not that you look
I mean,
like
that's
him.
a compliment. I'll take it.
Not
but
that you necessarily looked like him. It's just like
I was clean shaven then.
the energy that you gave.
Okay. The energy I exuded?
You didn't exude Styles energy, and you did exude Scott energy.
I didn't have a buzz cut for starters, and I don't know. Styles,
You were just kind of
or
like
Scott, excuse me. Scott, I
just
feel,
lacrosse boy.
I don't know.
Me when men play lacrosse.
I guess, yeah. Who would you be then?
Allison.
Okay.
Duh.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do a Teen Wolf update. So we are currently on season 5, ep 12, which I will say I'm really impressed. Like, people don't know how much it takes for me to watch a show. And one of my things is I've always said I'm not really going to watch a show that's 20 episodes a season. That always stresses me out. We're on the final push.
I
final
think
countdown.
it's really helpful that we have a con at the end of October.
Yes.
I think if we didn't have that con, you would not be trying to watch it as fast as we are.
Correct.
It might even like it would probably take you even longer because, like we've mentioned before, after the finale of season 3, when a certain character dies and a certain character leaves, it took me 3 months to get back into the show. So for you to get back into it like the next day was very impressive.
Yeah.
And I think that if we didn't have the con at the end of
Resilience.
October, you wouldn't have gotten into it the next day.
There's no telling,
Or
honestly.
you would have, and then you would have seen how god awful season 4 is, and then you would have been like, you know what, maybe we can take a break.
It's not god-awful. It's just the way I described it to you today was, and I haven't seen season 6, so I can't speak to it, but there's a vibe shift in Teen Wolf. So it's like seasons 1 through 3, that's Teen Wolf A, and then the back 3 seasons, Teen Wolf B. Is that valid as someone who's seen it all?
Seasons 4, 5, and 6B are Teen Wolf B. Season 6A belongs in Teen Wolf A.
You think so?
I know so.
Okay, cool. I haven't seen, so I can't speak to it.
I know so.
And then the movie...
That's Teen Wolf C. It's like fun.
I asked you yesterday, point blank, is the Teen Wolf movie bad? And you go, no, it's good.
It's fun. It's good in the way that a Percy Jackson movie is good. It's a fun movie.
Are you saying... I don't want to know. I don't want to know shit, actually.
I'm
Just
not
let's
telling
move
you
on.
Shit. Relax. Relax.
When you say it's a Percy... What are you saying?
I'm saying it's a good movie.
Are you saying it's going to cross the show? Like it's going to mess up the canon?
No. It's just like certain characters aren't in it. So like certain characters have a written ending that a lot of people don't like. For example, Styles is not in the movie. You know this. That's not a secret.
Yeah, I know.
Where is Styles? They have to write that in there somewhere. A lot of people don't like how that ends up.
Okay.
They like Styles' ending in the show more than they like his ending in the movie.
Okay.
Same thing with Kira. You know Kira's not in the movie. I've told you this before. That's not a surprise. A lot of people don't like the fact that Kira is not in the movie.
Yeah, chef. Heard.
Sorry I had to talk to you so sternly,
No,
but you were
fine.
trying to shut me down when I wasn't going to say anything that was going to spoil it.
Well, you said Percy Jackson, and the big thing about a Percy Jackson movie is it's not true to the book. And so my mind went to, my God, is it going to like screw up the timeline of Teen Wolf? I don't think that's like crazy to say either.
What I meant by that is, in a previous podcast episode, you asked me, are the Percy Jackson movies good Percy Jackson movies? My answer was, they're good movies. They're not good Percy Jackson movies. If you watch the Percy Jackson movies, not knowing a damn thing about Percy Jackson, they're a fine and fun movie.
Okay. I see what you're trying to do here.
So the Teen Wolf movie, it's a fine movie. It's not like a shitty script. It's not shitty acting or anything. It's going to be a good 2 hours of your time. But it just depends on who your favorite characters are, what they do with your favorite characters.
I don't have to worry about that anymore.
And how they handle it. And how they handle it. And so it's really up to you personally.
Yeah.
Like,
fair enough.
If you weren't watching Teen Wolf right now, I probably wouldn't ever watch the Teen Wolf movie again. Not because it's awful, just because, like, why would I need to? When I could just watch seasons 2 and 3 again.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Well, look, I'll get there, and we have, what is it?
15 days.
We have 2.5 weeks.
15 days.
Yeah, 15 days, so 2 weeks pretty much.
I know that because on their website they have a countdown.
Okay, well, it's all going to be okay because that keeps me...
working towards
chasing.
It. I think at some point this week or next week, we're going to just set a day aside where you don't...
A 10-episode day.
You don't do
like
any...
a whole chunk of the season.
Like, we don't do any of our own individual content that day. That's just a day where we sit and watch TV, which I know sounds really hard. Like, it's like a super hard task.
I have to prep, plan ahead.
Yeah. I don't really do it.
Yeah, and I'll be able to do it. But we're going to watch a few more after we record this, and then we'll only have 20 in season 6, and then I believe we'll have...
2 hours of a movie.
We'll have 6 of the season, is what I'm saying. 12, 13, 14, that would put it, that would be 6 left and 5, plus 20 is 26, plus a movie, which is very achievable.
Yeah.
Now, we have to factor in the fact that we can't watch every day, but we'll make up for that by watching more in a day.
Yeah.
So it's going to be okay. I'm enjoying the show. I would not watch it if I didn't enjoy it.
I think we should finish it before we go on our trip next weekend.
I agree.
We need to probably.
Yeah, so just do the math.
And then we could spend the whole week before the con just having seasons 2 and 3 on in the background.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe season 1 because you like Allison.
Love her.
I normally just skip season 1 when I rewatch because
I love Allison.
I just want to watch Isaac.
I miss her dearly.
Me.
And I await for the moment where she is alive.
We can frame your photo with Crystal Reed next to my photo with Daniel Sharman.
Oh, yeah. But would that be a bad omen for our relationship?
No.
They had one. They had 2 that didn't work out. Shit. Yeah, sorry to go there. But no, I'm enjoying Teen Wolf. I'll finish out. No worries on my end. And very, very excited for...
Just checking.
Yeah, you're scaring me. We good?
I just like to check.
Okay.
It's good to check periodically.
So we're good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome-tacular, as one legendary movie YouTuber once said and still says. Anyway, we will continue to watch Teen Wolf. I'm enjoying it thoroughly, and that con is going to be, I firmly believe this, I think it'll be the coolest con experience we've had out of any of them.
No, it's going to be so much fun because we've talked about this before. This con is held by the same people who did the Always and Forever con that we went to back in August.
All we see is sky for forever.
No.
Please.
It's all you do. What?
Just connect the dots to me real quick. What was I just singing? Dear Evan Hansen.
Dear Evan Hansen.
Who's in a rendition of Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway? Jordan Fisher is, and what's Jordan Fisher in?
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. Continue.
Lost my train of thought because you started singing.
Always and Forever Con.
Always
That's what made me think
ran
of that.
by the same people. They do this really special thing because instead of it being like a big Comic-Con with like a lot of different actors from different shows, it's like based on one TV show. Always and Forever was based on the originals, the Vampire Diaries, but mainly the originals. And then this is based on Teen Wolf, obviously. So they do events like after the hours of the con that the cast goes to, and you just can go to these events if you buy the tickets and participate and literally just like casually hang out with the cast. So like for the Always and Forever con, because it was the originals, so it's based in New Orleans, very Mardi Gras themed, they had like Mardi Gras parties after the con, and like the cast was just like there like walking about and you could just talk to them. And so at this con, they're doing a lot of different things. One of the things they're doing that we're going to go to is like this carnival on Friday. It's like this Halloween, like spooky vibes carnival and stuff. There's going to be like games and stuff. And Tyler Posey, the guy who plays Scott McCall, is going to be sitting in a dunk tank the whole night. And you can like try and dunk him in the dunk tank. And then other cast members are just going to be walking around. Like, what?
It's pretty wild.
You can buy like tickets to do axe throwing with them. Just axe throwing with the cast.
The actor who plays Coach is doing a comedy show.
Yes.
Tyler Posey's got a concert one night.
And then there's game night on Sunday where you get to play Cards Against Humanity with the cast.
Interesting.
I want to be at like Tyler Hoechlin's table.
Christ.
Either Tyler Hoechlin or Max Carver. I need to make my way into Daniel Sharman's life. I'm so serious.
Infiltrate from within.
By Sunday, I will have a FaceTime call to Daniel or a text message sent to him. I know
Okay.
I will. I am set on it.
Okay.
To say, hey, miss you.
Mm-hmm. If that happens, you're going to make sure your camera's on this time, right?
No, because it'll be between me and my friends.
Fair enough.
And I don't need to put them on blast like that.
That was funny. That was an inside joke.
Yeah, it was. And you're excited to potentially see Crystal read a bunch?
Yeah. Kind of scared and nervous and like, I don't know. I don't want to like, I don't want to like come off as weird to anybody ever, you know?
You won't?
Like a celebrity, like, I don't know, because I can get nervous, like, just because it's exciting to meet someone. Like, the first time I met William Zabka, I was like, I was like I am now, but I wasn't stuttering. I was just silent.
Yeah, you were very quiet.
I honestly was panicked.
You were really nervous for John Bernthal, too. You were a little quiet with
Who was
him.
I the best with? Cove? Sholo.
Yeah.
Sholo.
Sholo was good.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was our age.
And I stand by that. It's because it was like talking to a peer.
He's a very inquisitive man.
Yeah, and
Sholo.
he was like so...
He talked about that on his podcast once. He was talking to Jacob, and I think Jacob literally was like, you ask so many questions. And Sholo was like, I just like to know things about people.
Yeah.
Like, if I meet you, like, I just simply want to know questions about you and who you are.
He asked about my YouTube channel, which was really neat,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So, really cool dude. But I hope I have an interaction like that on at the Teen Wolf Con.
It's funny. I think you were best with Sholo because he's closer to our age, so you were calm.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm like the opposite. I think I was like the best with like the hobbits and the adults that we met. But when it comes to like meeting people kind of closer to my age,
You were really good with Grace.
I was really nervous with Joseph Quinn though.
We didn't even
least
meet
the
him in my mind.
At least the first time, like I was trying to think of things to say to him and I didn't really get any of it out. Second time we met him though and got his autograph, I was able to say to him like, hi, like I just wanted to say like I think you are amazing and you're very talented and I just look forward to seeing you in more of your work. And he was like, oh, thank you. That's a very nice thing to say. And I was like, you're welcome.
That was cool. And then I got the meme reaction out of the man.
Yeah. You're like, I'm excited for Gladiator 2. And he went,
He was like, yeah. Imagine if he had been rumored for Fantastic Four and like there was never like a strike or anything. And I said like, I can't wait to see with Johnny Storm. And he was like, he went like this, look. And he looked at me and he went, and winked at me.
If he winked at you and not me, I'd kill you in your sleep. I'm so
That would
serious.
be amazing. I would love that.
Sometimes I just watch that video back because when I say the nice compliment I say to him, he looks genuinely shocked. Because I think most people are actually super, super nervous to meet him because everyone just loves Eddie Munson so much. Like, if you're meeting Joseph Quinn, you're meeting him because you fucking love him. You're not going to spend that much money on someone that you're like an average.
Yeah.
Like, if you were going to a con alone, you would not spend money on Joseph Quinn, correct?
No.
But because I'm there and I love him, we spent money on him, right? And so I think everyone meeting him is like super, super nervous. So
I would get like an autograph. Like I would, but I wouldn't. You went all out for the man.
In a couple years, he'll be easier to reach, I think. Like in 5 years, him at a con won't be as crazy as it is now.
Oh, Cam, if he's cast in Fantastic Four, it's about to be a problem.
I guess, yeah.
You didn't think about that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Which, by the way, apparently that cast is announced.
Oh yeah, it's like
and it's
a
like
done deal
under
now.
wraps until the strike.
Yeah, which
Who
could
do you
be
think it
ending.
is?
The strike could be the SAG after strike could be ending like this week.
Currently in negotiations, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who do you think is that cast? I know we've done our thing. I don't want to spend too much on this, but like, who do you think, in your heart of heart, like, is it one of the people that speculated, or is it literally going to be none of them?
I would really
none
love,
of the rumors.
I would really love if it's Joseph Quinn.
I
Just
would
because that means he's probably going to go back to wearing his hair pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Jen about this the other day. What Joseph Quinn look is his best look?
You mean when his hair's kind of gelled up a little?
Yeah, when it
Like the
right
Niall
now,
Horan
right now
look
he wears
almost?
it like down
Yeah,
on his
okay.
forehead because I think he's embarrassed of his receding hairline.
Oh shit.
But I like it when it's pushed back, specifically his hair when he was in Brazil with Jamie Kimball Bower. Does that ring any bells for press right after Stranger Things 4 dropped?
Sounds familiar enough.
I have a picture of it.
Speaking of Jamie Campbell, I want to meet him so badly.
Go ahead and talk about him for a sec. While
I want to
pull
meet
this
Jamie
photo for you.
Campbell Bower. I mean, and
Pull that up. I pulled this up a
he's at a
little
con.
too quickly.
He's at a con. Oh my god, that was quick. Yeah.
That's his best look. That hair pushed back with slight beard.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll turn my phone to the audience.
Nice.
Thankfully, when I met him at Archon, he had a little bit of a beard still. I like him better with beard.
Cool.
Just like I like you with the beard. And then
Thanks, I guess.
there's Daniel Sharman and his admirable attempt of growing a beard. It's just blotchy.
Kind of like mine. I don't.
Chris, your beard is
No,
a
it's not.
full
It's
beard.
not, but it's
it
okay.
looks really good right now.
It's because I haven't trimmed it up in a bit.
Daniel Sharman's like doesn't grow here at all.
Oh, mine doesn't either. But on camera, you can't tell. That's the best part about like filming head on.
Hey, everyone
In
in
person,
the comments,
you would see
in the
the
comments down below,
flaws.
everyone tell Chris how pretty his beard is.
Please don't.
Everyone tell Chris how pretty
stop.
he is and tell him how nice his
stop.
beard looks. And tell him how much of a good looking boy he is.
All right.
Good looking man. Look at him, he's turning red.
What are you doing? I'm not the Pixar movie. Anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say, I think I want Joseph Quinn to be the Human Torch.
Just to piss people off.
I would make a burner account on Twitter, and I would hound this one person so hard. You know who you know exactly who I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
I would literally do it on every. I never have done anything like that, but this one person is so lame and petty and loser. I'm I wanted to say that. That's all. No one knows who we're talking about, so it's fine.
We can share the account. We can both do it.
Oh man.
I just can't. I really don't like people that judge a casting before you even see it. Like, if Joseph Quinn gets casted for Johnny Storm, you're gonna be like, oh, he's gonna be a shitty Johnny Storm. Tell me one project of his you've watched that's not Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't watched, like, I'm gonna say at least 3. If they do more indie stuff, I'll say 3. If they're a bigger sort of actor, I'll say 5, right? If you haven't watched at least 3 to 5 of their projects, do not go on the internet and say, oh, they're going to be shitty in this role. You don't know them. You haven't seen them. It's like people being like, Rachel Zegler's going to be a shitty Snow White. You don't know her. Unless you've seen her in her other projects, which there's not too many of them for her. But
I think I've seen all of her work. It's literally her first movie is West Side Story.
I know. She has a lot of like Broadway stuff. Like, she has a lot of credentials outside of movies. So, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Even if it's just her high school, it's stuff you can find on YouTube. So, like, she's an example. Like, just anything. If you ever are like, oh, this actor isn't good enough to play this role, but you haven't watched any of their filmography, shut up. Shut up. Delete your tweet. Delete your account. Shut up.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you there. You know, I'm really not. Like,
it's just such a negative output to have.
Prime example. I always go back to this, but like Pattinson was in a lot of good stuff prior to the Batman, but people only talked about Twilight.
Delusions.
He was in what's it called? He was in this movie called Good Time. That was in 2017, and that sold me on him being just the best, like a really good actor.
And Twilight didn't?
I mean, like, I'm not saying he was bad in Twilight. I'm just saying that's not his best work, and I think he would be the first to admit that.
I don't understand these words you're saying to me right now.
Okay.
I don't understand the words coming out of your mouth. Twilight and bad in the same sense. I'm not saying
the movies are bad.
Connecting those dots.
I enjoy the films.
I'm not connecting those dots.
I enjoy the films. I enjoy the vibes of the films. I cannot commend the acting in the film. But there's a charm to it because of that.
Remember when you found out Rami Malek was in Twilight?
Acting. Yes.
What a time.
I honestly, and I forget Jamie Campbell Bower's in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
My king.
And I forget, there's probably someone else in there too that I forget, but Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yep, BDH.
Yeah, she gets her head ripped off in the eclipse.
Spoilers.
Ooh, I don't care. See, I know Twilight.
Yeah, you do.
Quiz me on that. That
you would not do well if I gave you.
Remember that one time? No, off the air one time. I'm gonna do it right now. We're not moving. We're not moving on until I get this. Every Cullen, I will name them right now. We did this before.
Oh my god, that was so
and it took me like 20 minutes.
funny.
So we're just gonna do this now.
Go for it.
Edward Cullen.
Correct.
Father Carlisle Cullen. Remember, I couldn't figure his name that one time.
You could not.
Yeah. Alice. I want to say just, is it Alice or Allison?
You have to pick.
Alice.
Yep.
And she's the redhead? Short redhead?
There's not even a redhead Cullen.
No, like violet hair? Like
Black?
the color of this.
Black dog.
Burgundy?
Black babes.
Black hair.
Black
is there
hair.
a hint of purple in it?
I mean, the movie's blue.
Shit. She's got short hair, though.
Yeah.
So that's 3. How many are there again? Remind me. This is fun. And I think I'm going to get them all. And this is good. I know the
7?
next one. I'm just waiting. Okay, 7. Jasper.
Correct.
That's 4. One of them is like Ash. Nope, that's 5 Seconds of Summer. I get them mixed up. I'm weird. Anyway, so we've got Jasper Cullen, Alice Cullen, Edward Cullen, Carlisle Cullen. There's definitely some other dudes. One of them starts with an L, I'm pretty confident in. And I'm right, aren't I?
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me. It's like, it's not Luther Cullen. It's not Lex Cullen. It's like in the ballpark.
Luther Lex? That's like, that's like an X-Men character.
No, I did the reverse of the Superman villain. Okay, so we've got Jasper, Alice, Carlisle, and Edward. I want to say one of them is named Kate.
Nope.
Am I allowed to just keep guessing? I have unlimited guesses?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're not moving. I'm not kidding. We are not moving on. So
no, this is going to be good.
We're time-stamping this. If you're suffering, you can skip this. I've got 4. I need you to confirm to me how many there are, though, so that I can be
There's 7.
There are 7? And I have 4?
Yep.
I have Carlisle, Edward, Jasper, and Alice.
Yep.
Can you reveal a gender to me, or is that too much?
You're missing 2 girls and 1 boy.
One boy. That boy's name is something dumb, like it's not like Arwen, but it's like Edwin or something. No, it's like it's one of those type of names, you know. It's like a complex. It's like
it's not.
No, it's not. You would say it's not like Jackson or something.
No,
it's not even
too
Adam.
close to Jasper.
No, yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Shh. I'm gonna use context clues here. The name of their baby.
Look at him, you guys.
The name of their baby is Renesmee. Mm-hmm. Meaning, one of the names of a Cullen is Renee.
Nope, that is Bella's mother.
Okay, then it's not just Esme though, right?
That is correct. That
is
Esme
Cullen.
That is
Esme Cullen?
That's the mom.
So I have 5?
Yep.
That was good. That was a good pull.
Really proud of you for
All
that.
right, I need 2 more, and they're not related to a baby.
A girl and a boy.
A girl and a boy.
The 2 that you're
It's
missing
not Ashton,
are
right?
dating each other.
IRL or what?
In the movie.
Canonically?
They all date each other. Alice and Jasper.
Incestually?
They're not related. Chris. They're not related. They are random people. They are random people that Carlisle Cullen has found throughout his time as being a vampire, and he saves them and he takes them in as his foster family. So when they're dating to the public of the high school, it's not weird because they're not actually related. Jasper and Alice are dating. These two that you're missing are dating, and then that leaves Edward alone, which is why Edward dates Bella.
I'm not going to
You learn
lie.
something new every day, don't you?
I mean, I've seen the movies, but it's been, what, 3
Does
years?
not-
That blows my mind. But it makes sense.
It didn't like clue in when they were like kissing or anything?
It makes sense, though.
You didn't like put 2 and 2 together when they were like literally kissing?
You won't like the truth of what I'm about to tell you, but we typically watch this movie with commentary tracks. I'm in and out of consciousness the entire time.
It's fucked up. I know what we're doing when we finish Teen Wolf.
Oh, shit. I've opened a
Okay,
you
you have 2 more names you need to
Yep,
guess.
2 more names. For the love of God, please. 2 names.
A boy and a girl.
One of them is like close to Claire. It's like chrysanthemum or something.
Not even in the slightest.
Christina. It's something.
Not even close.
It's in that ballpark and you know it.
No, it's
not
absolutely
Evermore, is it?
Nope.
Is it Evelyn?
Nope.
Is it the dude? Okay, Jasper, Cullen, Carlisle. No, Jasper, Cullen, Carlisle, Cullen, Edward, Cullen. It's like, I swear to God, it starts with an A.
No.
Brandon, Bobby, Ricky, Ronnie. It's some. It's
Do you want
not,
me to tell you what letter it starts with?
That'll give it away.
I can tell you if it starts with a consonant or a vowel.
Please.
It does start with a vowel.
Okay.
For the boy.
A-E-I-O-U. Sometimes Y.
I can tell you it's not Y.
Okay, it's an A. I have like
I
conviction that it's an A.
just told you it's not an A.
It's not an A.
No.
But I thought it was like Ashton.
You're thinking of Ashton Irwin from 5 Seconds of Summer.
It's Irwin.
No.
Okay. It's fucking, I don't know.
It's so funny. These are the 2 that you never
This-
get. Last
I
time we did this, you
know,
could
I
not get the
know,
girl.
and it kills
you
me.
could not get the girl's name
It
for the
kills
life
me.
of you.
And I eventually got it. And it's like a basic name too, I'm pretty sure. Like no, it's a
his
little,
his name's basic. Her name's not.
You said the man's name starts with a vowel.
Yes, I did.
So it's not A.
Nope.
It's not U.
Nope.
It starts with an I. It's not Ian, is it?
No.
Is it Isaac?
It's not Isaac.
Damn. I'm committed to the bit at this point. We're not giving.
No,
I will
know.
not give up.
I promise you, this is
we're not
for the
giving
people
up.
that watch our
This
podcast.
happens
Like
off-
this has to be interesting for them because you just are being so stupid.
No, yeah.
The girlies that are listening to this podcast right now and know exactly who all the Cullens are like Chris.
They're screaming probably right now at me.
I'm screaming on the inside.
It's irritating me because
Can I just tell you what letter it starts with? You're not going to get it if I tell
Sure,
you.
tell me.
It starts with an E.
Starts with an E.
Yes.
The boy's name starts with an E.
Yes.
And I've guessed Edwin.
Yes, you
I've
have.
guessed Edward.
That's already,
It's already one of them.
One of them.
Ethan. No. You act. You know what's? I'm not crazy. We've had this conversation many times in our life,
Yeah,
and
I
like
know.
this is just like a yearly thing for us. So I'm just gonna go through every E name that I know.
Okay.
Starting with A, like EA.
Okay.
There's nothing that could be EA.
Nope.
EB.
Nope.
EC. You don't say anything though. You just let me go through it.
Okay.
ED would be like Edward, Edwin, Eduardo. That's too close to Edward. EE, no. EF, Ephron, no. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Eggy, Edge, no. EH, EI, EJ, EK, EL, Elrond.
Nope, that is a Lord of the Rings character.
Emmett.
You have one more you have to do. Good luck.
Emmett. Okay. Sorry, I gotta get back. Okay,
I like
so
that little face of recognition.
I have
you
6
had.
now.
Yep, you have
Okay.
one more.
One more, and it's a woman, and it starts with a C. Can you tell me I'm right?
Nope.
Okay, I really thought it was Claire for some
I
reason.
think you thought that last time as
Yeah,
well.
I don't know why. It's like Annabeth.
Nope, that is a Percy Jackson character.
I know. Beatrice.
Nope.
Is it? Does it start with a vowel or consonant?
Consonant.
Consonant. Okay. Becky Cullen.
Nope.
Is it a common name, or is it like a Esme type of name where it's like a little icky, not icky, but a little?
Yeah, it's like
it's a little interesting. Yeah,
It's odd.
I think I got there eventually, so we're just gonna work through this. All right. Well, Cam, I'm gonna have to say, is it in the front half or back half of the alphabet?
Back half.
Back half of the alphabet. It's not a Z.
No.
It's not an X or Y.
Nope.
Okay. Starts with an S.
No.
R.
Yes.
Starts with an R.
Yes.
All right. It's not Renee. I remember last time we did this, I got caught up on the Renee because Renee is in the Bella Swan, in the Swan family. All right. And then I promise we'll move on to something of value in a second. R. Her name starts with an R.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Rachel. It's not...
Do you want me to cover my face?
Why would I do that?
Just in case I accidentally give something away.
All right. Rochelle? How about we'll go with Rhiannon.
That's not even a name. You just made some sounds.
No, I think that's the name of a Fleetwood Mac song.
Rhiannon?
I swear. Let me look that up.
No, it doesn't matter. You're getting off track.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't know, Kim. What am I rich
Go through the
second
alphabet like you did.
Okay, yeah. Rachel. It's not R-A. R-C. R-D. R-E would be Renee, Richard, Relan. I don't know. It's not R-E, is it?
Nope.
Okay. R-F-G, R-H, R-I potentially. No.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah. No. R-J, R-K, R-L, R-M, R-N, R-O. Rolanda? No. It's R-O, I could tell. It's R-O. It's Rochelle.
No,
I'm convinced it's
Chris,
Rochelle.
it's not Rochelle.
Okay, is it Rose?
No.
Rose Cullen.
Nope.
No, it's not Rose. Rosita. Roswell.
You're very close.
Roseanne.
To Rose. No. You're so
I'm
close.
gonna scream internally. No, we got to get there. You can't give it to me yet. We can't cave in. No more hints. No more clues. It's like Rose. It starts with R-O clearly. Rosita?
That is a
That's the Walking Dead. Roseanne. I already said that.
Nope.
Rosalind?
No. I feel like you have the letters all up in there, but...
Oh my god, this is eating away at me. Rosie... No. Rose, Rosalind, Rosita, Roshwan, This is tough. And you said I'm close with Rose, right? And that is because of the letters, not the flower?
No, it's the sound of the word rose.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
just more letters after it.
Okay. Rashonda?
That's just you just didn't say rose at all in that, so no.
Rosie.
No. You're like right there.
I'm actually probably not going to be right there when we run this back.
You are. Trust me, you are.
With Rosie, I'm close.
Yeah, you're close.
I'm warm. Like if we're
You're
doing
missing like a few letters.
Okay. Rosie. It's not Rosalind.
You're so close.
It's not Rosalind or Rosalind.
You're so
Rosalinita.
close. Nope.
Is it Rosalind? God, I'm having to endure right now, mentally, physically. This is breaking me, but I will not give in. I will prevail. This is
Combine?
No.
Can I say combine two things you've already said?
No.
I still don't think you'll get it.
It's not Roseanne.
No.
It's not Rosita.
No.
It's not Roseanne. It's not Rose. Well, it's not Rose. Rochelle?
That's just not a word.
Rochelin.
Nope.
Rosalind.
No.
Cullen's her last name, right?
Yes.
God, I can't do this. This has been 13 minutes, by the way, of us just doing this. I'm serious. It's been 13 minutes.
It's our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Slay. Is it Rose?
Rose.
It's Rose. The first part of the name's Rose.
Rose.
Rose. I'm going to cry. I think I'm going to break down. Roseder.
Stop making up fake names.
Rosita. Rosalind. Rosie. Those are all I'm naming. Is it one of these two?
Combine them.
I said Rosita and Rosalind.
Nope.
I said Rosita, Rosie, and Rosalind.
Combine them.
Rosalinita.
No, not Rosita. Combine Roslyn and Rosie. You've got too many letters in one, not enough letters in the other.
Rosley. Roslyn.
No. What word did you just say before that?
Rosley.
Now say it with the word rose.
Rosalie? I was gonna kill myself. I was literally right there. Her name's Rosalie?
Rosalie. Yes.
Rosalie. I said Rose Lee. It's Rosalie.
That's as close as you were going to get. I'm so sorry. We had to do something.
So it's one word or two?
One word. Rose. A-L-I-E. You were saying Rosalind. I was like trying to get you to get rid of the N.
Rosalie. Okay. That was fun. I'm Team Charlie. Let's move on. I'm about to throw up.
You want to talk about Loki?
Yeah, let's talk about Loki. So, Loki Season 2.
Episode 1.
Episode 1 is called Ouroboros. And let me tell you something.
Guys, we've had some weird moments with the word Ouroboros lately.
Ouroboros is the name of Kyo Kwan's character.
Yes.
Short Obi. All right? So that's an episode of Loki.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Cobra Kai. I believe it's Season 2 or 3. Ouroboros is the name of an episode.
Uh-huh.
You then go to Teen Wolf, Season 5. Ouroboros is the name of an episode.
It was weird because it happened
in succession.
Like, we watched the Loki episodes, right? And so that was the first time I heard the word Ouroboros.
Yeah.
Or at least consciously heard it, because I've watched Teen Wolf before, obviously, but I didn't pay that much attention, clearly. And then we're watching Teen Wolf, like, the next day, and I'm like, wait, what's the name of this episode? And Chris, like, looks at it, and he's like, shut up. It's Ouroboros. I was like, oh, weird. And you were like, that's also... No, this was even before. This was before we realized that it was the character of Loki. I thought it was weird because Loki, and Chris is like, yeah, that's so weird. That's an episode of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's also OB. Like...
His name.
Loki.
Yeah.
OB.
Yeah. Real weird. I'm not going to lie that we heard it 3 times. And if it happens again, I don't know. Something's going to go weird.
Doesn't it be like a snake eating its own tail or something? Weird.
Be sweet. Yeah. And I looked
Why'd
at
they
it
give that name to OB?
That's what I'm thinking. It could be a spoiler.
Is he a snake?
I don't know. I can't say
Can
anything.
Ki Hui Kwan even play evil characters?
No, he's incapable, I believe.
He's just a sweet boy.
Yeah, he is. All right. Well, here's the deal.
Loki. More BS.
I have the episode pulled up on my phone, and we're going to scroll through it because I don't remember every detail. Look, I really like spoilers for Loki Season 2, Episode 1. We'll put timestamps if you want to skip this part.
Yeah, but the episode's also been out for like a week. So
Yeah.
get it together.
This is like a recap for tomorrow because technically tomorrow when you're watching this, the new episode comes out.
It comes out on Thursday.
Our podcast drops on Wednesday.
Oh.
I'm speaking as if it is Wednesday right
You're
now.
watching on Wednesday. It comes out tomorrow, Thursday.
Correct.
Got it.
It is not Wednesday as of
Unless
recording
you're
this.
watching this on Thursday and then it comes out today. Or if you're watching this on Friday, and it came out yesterday. So what are you doing watching this podcast?
It comes out on October 13th. And so on.
The 12th. Comes out on Thursdays at 9 p.m.
Oh, sorry. I misread the dates there. I can't see from here hardly.
Wow, he's going blind, folks.
I probably
You should
am.
have known October 13th is a Friday.
Yep. Maybe I'm just not fully paying attention right now to everything.
Yeah, why are you scrubbing back and forth?
Because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Cool. So, the first episode of Loki dropped, and what I really like about it is that it opens immediately where we left off, with literally Loki running from Mobius.
Yeah.
As if we had just picked up right where the season 1 finale ended.
Yeah.
Really neat. We get to see sort of the TVA, and it reminds me of like Coruscant. There's like ships flying around and stuff.
Yeah, he does a little Anakin moment.
Yeah, he does. He jumps off the edge. It's like,
Yeah.
I hate it when he does that. Very Obi-Wan mentor-wise. But no. What's real neat, and this is pretty much a main conflict of the whole episode, is Loki is time slipping.
Yeah, looks painful.
It looks very, we said this when the trailer dropped, and you disagreed. Isn't it isn't it in a way similar to Across the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, that's what I've seen people say since the trailer dropped, and I feel like Spider-Verse is more of a glitch, and what's happening to Loki looks like more of a pull, like a...
He's being stretched apart like a damn Play-Doh.
Yeah, he's not like
Yeah,
glitching.
like he's Play-Doh or something.
He's not like glitching. He's
not the philosopher.
And he's traveling. When he does it, it's through time. Yeah. When Spider-Verse does it, it's through multiverses.
Yeah.
We thought it was to a different multiverse when we watched Loki season 1. But I think... Is it in that... Wait, can I even say this? Is it in episode 1 where we realized that he's going back?
This is in episode 1.
Okay, good. Sorry, just want to make sure because I can't remember.
We've seen 4 episodes, so we have to tread lightly here.
Episode 1, he hears the voice memo of
he's talking
Kang
about...
And what's her face, Ravonna?
Yes. And so that's why they go to Obi in this episode is he is time slipping, and Obi explains to them because literally the cool thing, I love this way they told this little thing about the plot was Loki slipped when they were meeting with Obi.
Yes.
And it was to the past.
Yes, and as he's talking to Obi in the past, Obi in the future is remembering stuff that's being said to him at that current time, but in the past.
It was really awesome.
Really, really cool way of showing
that's just smart.
Really
no other way
nice way of showing that.
Because they could have made that scene just really uninteresting, and that wasn't. It was the polar opposite. It was damn interesting.
It's super interesting that we thought at the end of... So now I'm going to say this as a full sentence with full confidence because now I know that I can talk about it.
Yes, you can.
Loki season 1 at the end, we thought that Loki had gone to a different sort of multiverse of the TVA where Kang is in charge, but in reality he went to the past actually. That's why Mobius didn't recognize him. Yeah. And everyone was super confused, but he's still seeing all the same people, and then he time slips back to the present, and then he goes back and forth.
And that just goes to show the brilliance of Marvel marketing, because in the marketing, like, Loki and Mobius are chill, and I was like, there's no way they can, like, become buddy-buddy again that quickly. Yeah. So I had assumed he was going to get back to his universe somehow. Yeah. But he's just in the
He's
past.
always been in his universe, which is crazy. That's something we didn't even really think about.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people on Twitter be like, the person who wrote Quantumania should never cook again because of how they wrote Kang, and how the guy who wrote Loki should be the only one that writes for Kang because of they like the way that Loki is like doing it. And I have multiple things to say about that. Number one, that's fine. That's your opinion. I agree. I like the version of Kang a little bit more in Loki than I did in Quantumania. I'm not a Quantumania hater. I quite enjoyed the movie. It's not the best Marvel movie ever, but it's not the worst. I had a fun time with it. It's whatever. But I definitely like Kang more in Loki and the concept of Kang more in Loki than I did in Quantumania.
Valid.
But I also think that's a totally normal and okay thing to feel because they're different variants of Kang. The variant of Kang in Quantumania, it's fine if you don't like him because that's not the Kang variant we're talking about in Loki. Mm-hmm. Same as looking at Victor Timely, which isn't a spoiler. That's the Quantumania post-credit scene. Like, that's a different variant.
Yep.
In the past.
Did you see a gnat or something? Or...
No, that was me going to the past.
Okay.
Sorry, I was getting aggressive.
No, you're good.
So being like, this guy should not write anymore for the guy who wrote Quantumania, it's just like, that's just not your taste, and that's fine. But also, I feel like, sure, I'm sure the writer for Loki is a great writer, but also I think a lot of it might also have to do with Tom Hiddleston and his performance.
Yeah.
It's not so much that they're writing Kang so much more amazingly than the guy from Quantumania, but it's probably Tom Hiddleston's acting versus, no offense, Paul Rudd's acting.
No, I'm going to have to disagree with pretty much everything you're saying right now, because I think that, and the statement from the person is saying that they don't like the way Kang was written in Quantumania, but they like the way Kang's written in Loki. Yeah. And you touched on this as well, correct me if I'm wrong. You said they're different versions of the character. Yeah. That's 100% correct, and yeah, like, if you can't comprehend that, I don't know what to tell you. The Kang we saw in Quantumania is supposed to be a physical and mental, I hate to use this word, but sort of I'm trying to use a different word. He's menacing, okay? He's menacing over everybody, and like he asserts his dominance that, and that's not the version we've seen in Loki season 1 or potentially in season 2 when it comes.
It's less that we've seen the menacing version of Kang in Loki, because we didn't see a menacing version. We saw the nice version. We saw the only nice version of him, He Who Remains. Yeah. It's more these people that are saying...
Did I accidentally say Loki and I wouldn't say Quantumania there?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, then continue. I'm trying to track.
I'm saying that the people that have this take, they're saying that the way that the big bad king that we haven't really seen yet in Loki is being set up to be like we're scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like both how Loki is talking about him, about how He Who Remains talked about his own variants, all that stuff is like building up to be a more terrifying presence versus how they felt watching Quantumania and like not being very scared of Kang at all.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're the same people that like are like, oh, Kang got overpowered by ants. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't really even want to talk about that anymore. It's just like there's thousands of variants of Kang. We saw that in the post-credit scene. I don't think people can comprehend that.
Yeah, I think people are just... You just like the variant of Kang that's being set up in Loki more than you like the variant we saw in Quantumania, and that's okay. Yeah. You don't have to say that a writer's bad.
I don't know. It's weird, but look, the thing I love about this episode is we pick up right where we left off. There's urgency from the opening, and it culminates with a beautiful scene. I mean, it culminates with them having to try and close these blast doors off.
Right.
And that was trippy as fuck. There's no other way to say it. Sorry for the language. I mean, you're looking at these timelines getting all twisted out of order, and they're trying to condense them back into a smooth running timeline and unison. And like Mobius is like going out in this suit, and like Loki ends up slipping. It's intense. Awesome. Well directed, high stakes. The score gave me chills. Of course, Loki makes it back last second, but the tension there, my palms were sweating the first time I watched it. And to have a moment like that in the first episode is, I mean, it goes to show, opinions aside here, I think it goes to show that it is the best crafted MCU Disney Plus show. I like quality wise, and I think that's not for debate. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I think it's definitely the best quality wise in terms of like how much CGI it has to use.
The visual effects are the visual effects are better than some stuff we see in the
movies. Like shows like The Falcon and Soldier and Hawkeye don't involve a lot of CGI, so I feel like they're very different than, you know, like Loki, WandaVision, stuff that involves like magic and stuff. But like Loki, vision wise, looks way better than Moon Knight did, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's very impressive that no matter how many times they do it to him, they'll put Loki in a stressful situation, even though we know he always finds a way to live. Mm-hmm. Every time. We know, we are pretty confident. The only time they've ever scared us for reals is Infinity War. Only time. When his neck literally snapped.
Well, he technically did. That version of Loki technically did die.
Yeah. It's all very confusing. Whatever. Regardless, Loki's always going to get out of a situation. So it's very impressive that they can continue to put him in very stressful situations and make us as the audience feel stressed for him. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, come on.
No, yeah.
When has he ever not gotten out of a situation?
Yeah.
Be serious.
And the episode ends with that. I mean, it's
he sees
solid.
Sylvie.
He
for the first time.
He sees Sylvie in an elevator, and we don't really know what's going on there, which is interesting. How
She's
they set
like,
that
"Hey,
up.
there you are." And then
he gets pruned.
There's a post-credit scene.
Loki gets pruned there, and then the episode. I forget exactly how it ends. Actually, I want to look at the final shot, and then we'll talk about post-credit scene. So yeah, Loki sees Sylvie. There's a phone ringing, and yeah, Loki ultimately ends up being safe.
He lands in Mobius's arms.
We see Hunter B15 like looking at one of those TVA doors, and a bunch of people are getting sent out.
Right? The doors that open like that?
Yeah, the orange ones.
Are those the ones that everyone's freaking out on Twitter about them looking like the X-Men doors?
I think they might have missed season 1 then. Let me literally play this clip real quick.
Oh, not the portals.
I'm talking about the TVA. I just called it a door. It's the portal, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's the orange. It looks like a imaginary door you walk through. What are you referring to?
Have you not seen on Twitter people comparing at a certain point in this episode?
I don't really check what idiots say on Twitter. But.
At a certain point in this episode, doors open.
Okay.
I think probably OB is leading Mobius and Loki somewhere. It's like these I think it's orange doors as well that open.
These doors?
And there's no door there. It's either in this episode or it's in a trailer. Big double doors that slide open. It's at the beginning of the episode probably. It's closer to the beginning.
I don't really know.
Not the beginning.
I don't know, and honestly I don't care. Okay.
Give me your phone.
Yeah, go for it. There's a post-credit scene where we see Sylvie go to apply to McDonald's, and that was that. And I was like, what? But Cool that you went to McDonald's, and I guess that this is one of the biggest MCU brand deals ever. I mean, they had like a whole ass kids meal, I'm pretty sure, or a whole like Loki meal. I don't know if they released it yet, but they did marketing with it. And so that's something for sure. I know she's not listening to what I'm saying.
I am listening to you.
But yeah, that's the end of the ep. And we've seen the next 3, so we have sort of danced around.
People are comparing these doors to X-Men. Is your brightness all the way up? Fuck, no, it's not. Because there's a big X.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks exactly like those silver X-Men doors that open.
Yeah.
You need to go on Twitter more. Like, explaining stuff to you on Twitter is exhausting, actually.
I just think
it makes me sick to my stomach.
I mean, that's, to me, I'm not going to lie, that's the equivalent of someone seeing a fly
You're not
on the wall in WandaVision is
no,
Mephisto.
It looks exactly like... Okay, you're not chronically online enough for me to talk to you right now, actually. Like,
I fully understand what you're saying. All right? Let me tell you what you're saying. People saw that, and on Twitter they said, this looks like the doors from the X-Men. Okay, there's an X, and that's the correlation. There's a fucking X on a door.
There's also like a...
Did they watch the episode?
Circle. People just think it's hinting at X-Men coming to the MCU soon.
Okay. Well, that's confirmed. They're developing mutants films, so... Are people just... I'm trying... No, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. It's people. Are we grasping for straws that much online for Marvel stuff?
Always. Were you
God,
around for
fuck,
WandaVision?
Honestly, and I'm sorry, fuck so many of the MCU fandom. I can't do it anymore.
Remember when they played like the X-Men 47
And this is
music?
not anyone watching this. This is people that annoy the shit out of me. Yes, I remember. And that's what I'm talking about right now. Oh my God, the mutants. Oh,
well, that's
the movies are announced.
That's the one time where I'm like, why are you playing that music if an X-Men isn't going to be in the show?
The X-Men have been announced to come to the MCU.
I guess it was because Kamala was a...
I'm not kidding. When we saw Endgame, people were like, oh, there's going to be a post-credit scene setting up X-Men. This was 2019. They're not going to bring the X-Men, the new X-Men in until after Secret Wars.
I'm not in a rush to meet the new X-Men because I love the old ones.
No. And look, I'm not frustrated with you.
I know.
I'm frustrated with Twitter and people like, look, that could be setting something up, but it's like, chill out as well.
Good luck finding someone better than Michael Fassbender to play Magneto ever. Sorry.
Fair, because how many times have people been wrong about these theories online, and no one gets reprimanded for it?
Forever.
People with influence and power in the Marvel fandom on social media will go spew this bullshit, and like it'll just screw up so many things.
These
for so many
people will guess like 40 different things, and then only pick out the one out of those 40 that they were right about, and be like, guys, I was right. And I was like, yeah. And if you were like, Cameron, I'm thinking of a letter. Guess what letter I'm thinking of. And I guessed all 26 letters. If I guessed all 26 letters in the alphabet, I'd be like, well, I guessed the letter you were thinking of. Doesn't matter. I had to guess a whole bunch of other things before I got it right.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're guessing so many things and you only get one of them right, and then you're going to go and brag about getting this one theory right. And it's like, babes, but we also saw when you thought that the bunny was Doctor Strange. So what are you saying to me right now?
Anyway.
That's just a random example of a theory. Or the Fly being Magneto that everyone was thinking about.
Mephisto, yeah.
That's what I meant. Sorry, Mephisto.
No, you're good. I know what you meant. It's just
theory?
Like to answer your point as to why I'm not chronically online is because ever since I removed myself from being chronically online about MCU stuff, I've been a happier man. It's safe to say.
I find entertainment in it. Like,
I don't.
We're different. It's like my reality TV.
Yeah, like if I'm chronically online about anything, it's like, I don't know.
You've never been a chronically online person.
No.
I'm not necessarily chronically online either. That was the wrong use of that phrase because that's a bad thing to be.
Those are people who have like no social
You're just not
cues.
on Stan Twitter is what I really mean.
Okay. Or like fandom Twitter, really.
That's the same thing as Stan Twitter.
Oh, okay.
MCU stands. Star Wars stands.
Oh, okay.
Taylor Swift stands. K-pop stands. Like, it's all fandom stands. Same difference.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm enjoying Loki a lot. We've seen the first 4. We will not be spoiling anything.
I will say, though, I'm super excited for you guys to see episode 2 tomorrow. I liked episode 2, I think, probably a little more than I liked episode 1. I know Loki eats in episode 2. There were some things where I was like,
all the eps so far, yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah. So, you'll like it. I think everyone will. And Loki, it's going to be good. I'm excited when I get to the point where I can watch new episodes again, which will be in November. I think the first week in November.
Yeah.
So same thing happened with Moon Knight, and that's fine. It's like I'm very appreciative that I get the opportunity to watch them.
Moon Knight.
Yeah. Hopefully, We'll see. But
hopefully we'll get to be like this with Percy Jackson.
Hopefully we'll get to be like, what, talking a spoiler review about it?
Just like get to see the first 4 episodes.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But that does it for Loki talk. If I had to rate the episode, I'm serious. I'd go like damn near 9 out of 10 for like, and this is different
like
from a
8 out of
movie
10.
scale. People need to realize.
Yeah.
This is like
TV.
in terms of Loki.
In terms of the Loki episodes, yeah.
I would say this is almost a 9 out of 10.
Tom Hiddleston's acting was just
I'll go
super
8.5.
good.
Yeah.
If Tom Hiddleston flips his hair any harder than he already does as Loki, he's gonna knock the wig off his head.
I want to make a or not. Oh, I thought you were getting up to turn the thing off.
I was doing my version of a Loki hair flip.
I was gonna say I was gonna make a controversial statement, but I'm not anymore.
Go for it.
No.
Go for it.
No.
Come on, I'll edit it out if you don't want me to. Put it in.
Look, it's fine to stay in. It's just gonna hurt some people's feelings.
Say it.
Okay. I love to acknowledge when men are hot and sexy and cute and attractive.
Aww.
Tom Hiddleston's never been that to me. You don't have to comment. I'm just saying, like,
So you're questioning Taylor Swift tastes.
cancel me.
I am not necessarily attracted to Tom Hiddleston, but Tom Hiddleston as Loki is a fully different story for me.
Well, no, I think Hiddleston without the Loki wig is a good looking man. It's the Loki hair, bro.
There is a reason that you are a straight man. There's a reason.
People like that.
Chris.
You could literally we've probably had this conversation. Remember, because the podcast started around Loki season 1, and I probably said the same thing then. I stand by it.
You've said it ever since
Probably
you
since
showed
I've
me
had
the
a
MCU.
YouTube channel.
You think Loki's not attractive because number 1, you don't like long hair on a man, which is bonkers, and 2, you think he's greasy, which he is, but he works it, so it's fine.
Okay. I think Mobius is the real DILF of the show.
See, to each their own. That is the straight male gaze is for Mobius. Okay. Female gaze is for Loki.
Taste for Owen Wilson is Mobius.
I'm not saying Owen Wilson's unattractive. I love Owen Wilson. I'm just saying if I'm in a room with Mobius and Loki, I know which direction I'm running to. And it's not Mobius.
I'll ride a jet ski with Mobius any day.
All right, you do that, and I'll stay here with Loki.
Yeah. The good thing is there won't be any greasy hair getting in my face if I'm holding on to his waist from behind.
Loki can shove his greasy hair in my face all he wants.
Okay. Save it for Bucky. Anyway.
I will. Reserved for him, actually.
Yeah. Are you a whore for long-haired men?
Maybe.
I'll never win.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's fine.
But only for fictional men. Only for fictional men.
Isaac Lee's got short hair.
I'm aware. See? You have more in common with him than you thought. He does have...
Benedict Bridgerton has short hair.
He does have nice long hair, though, and cursed.
Good for you. Proud.
And a little bit of Medici.
Yeah.
Benedict Bridgerton does have short hair. See, I have a range.
Mm.
A range.
Mm.
Charlie Cox, Andrew Garfield, short hair. Bucky's really the only one in the top. Eddie Munson. Forgot about him.
Sorry, just hit the mic. I'm hungry. I kind of want to go eat something. You want to wrap this up?
What do you want to eat?
I want some popcorn.
I want some of my pie.
I want popcorn with Reese's Pieces like I want to breathe right now. If you have a craving, sometimes you have to give in. Okay. Even if you're trying to eat.
Last question before we end the podcast.
Okay.
Out of my top 5, my current top 5, Bucky Barnes, Isaac Leahy, Eddie Munson, Benedict Bridgerton, Andrew Garfield specifically as Spider-Man.
Okay.
No, that's not fair. You're going to say Andrew. You can't say Andrew. He doesn't count.
So just name the 4 again. Bucky, Isaac,
Benedict. Who is the most attractive in your opinion? Rank them on attractiveness, actually. Go.
Shit. Isn't that what Dominic Monaghan said? He was like,
shit. Yeah.
That was a good impression. All right, I'm going to say... You said the character. I'm doing the character.
Bucky, Isaac, Eddie, Benedict.
Bottom. It's going to offend you either way. Bottom of that list is between 2. There's clearly a 1 and 2 to me. And I'm going to say them first. Is that okay? Or no, do you want me to say the bottom first? Bottom first?
You need to say the bottom first.
Okay.
Just say it.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
I know what you're going to say.
You know what I'm going to say?
I know what you're going to say.
Look. You don't know what I'm going to say, I don't think. That's I have so much power right now. I think if we were talking about Joseph Quinn...
We're talking about the characters.
We're talking about the characters. Eddie Munson's in last.
Kill yourself.
Eddie Munson's in last.
Kill yourself.
Okay, do you have a knife? Anyway, sorry for the sensitivity there.
Sorry,
Benedict Bridgerton above him.
Okay. This hurts me. This is going to be interesting. I'm really curious what you're going to say for this.
Bucky Barnes, Isaac Leahy.
Wow.
Allison has taste. What can I say?
That's crazy.
Specifically season 3, though. He's way better looking in season 3.
Stop. I love his little emo look in season 2.
My. But I like... No, the reason that's shocking isn't really... Well, actually, let's be real. When I think of Bucky, like if we're going Falcon the Winter Soldier and First Avenger, Bucky might contend for that top spot.
Bucky in all aspects.
But I have to think of that shit you put up with from Civil War.
Whoa.
And I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
If you're going to shit on any of his looks, shit on Winter Soldier when he hasn't had a shower in 80 years. Not Civil War when he is shampooed and his hair is cut and he looks lovely.
Dare I say the Black Panther post-credits scene?
Don't you dare shit on my favorite Bucky look. I will kill you. We will cut these cameras right now and I will kill you right now.
That's fine.
Do you actually think that's his worst look?
It's not a good look.
Guys, if you don't hear from Chris after this podcast, you know what happened, okay? Everyone keep it to yourselves and don't tell anybody, okay? This is between us. What's wrong with you?
Everything.
You're just such a straight man. It's precious.
Let's go eat.
I have Leahy on the back of my sweatshirt.
I have Stilinski.
You can't.
Stilinski.
You can't even see it.
Stilinski.
Can I see it?
No.
Shit.
Hardly.
Damn.
Maybe.
Trust me, guys. It says Leahy.
Yeah, what if I showed mine?
I have 3 Teen Wolf shirts now, and they all say Leahy on the back. You're too tall. You can just squat down. There you go. I can see it. You can see it. Yeah, good.
Hopefully I didn't flash my ass.
You didn't.
Okay.
I would have told you, and I would have edited it out if that happened.
All right, let's go watch Teen Wolf.
You think Eddie's the ugliest?
Actually, maybe not. I like specifically the scene of him and Chrissy in the woods. That's where he looks the most charming to me. You know I'm right.
What do you mean he's charming in every scene?
I'm just not a fan of the 80s rocker hairdo like is in Van Halen or something.
My question is, why am I a fan of typically when men just don't look like they shower? We'll throw Aragorn in. He doesn't.
I don't
he hasn't
know, but
showered
I sure
in years.
shit did not get that from. That's definitely a trait that I do not have. I shower too much, probably.
But I love you more than them, so it's fine.
So, I'm a hygiene freak.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I love you more than any fictional character ever.
Well, I'm proud of that. Really.
Do you love me more than Allison?
Yeah. I think.
Is Allison like your number 1 fictional female character now? Like,
I need to rewatch 2 and 3 and 1. But I just said that because you always do that. But I need to rewatch it.
We will.
But
we'll throw it on.
I think rarely have I been as smitten.
Yeah, I haven't seen you smitten over anybody like you have for Allison. I didn't watch.
I would say Nancy Wheeler is in contention for favorite female characters. I just forget when I go through them.
I think you like Allison more.
Look, if I could get in a time machine and we could get 2016 Chris here, that's some bitch. I mean, he'd have some things to say. All right.
All right, we'll end it there. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, stay unusual.
Well, not quite yet. Hit the like button. Comment down below your thoughts on everything. Loki, Teen Wolf,
post us on
all
your
that
Instagram
jazz.
stories.
Yes,
we'll
please
repost
do.
it.
Please do. And we should honestly start saying that up front as well. But it feels
this
a little
to
authentic.
Send this podcast to somebody who likes to talk about nerdy stuff.
Send it. Share it.
Or maybe send one of our better episodes. Maybe not this one.
What's wrong with this one? There's 13
Nothing.
minutes of
We
us
just
talking
talked
about Robert Pattinson.
We talked about Twilight characters for like 20 minutes.
That's why we have chapters. If you made it through that, you're a real one. I hope I gave you a kick.
I bet you couldn't name 10 other Twilight characters.
Stay tuned for next week as I name every Twilight character.
Ever. All right. Good work. Do you want to do the outro now? Because I just did it 5 seconds ago.
I am in the dark beside you.
Nope, that's just not what I asked you to do.
Even now I'm at your window.
That is just... You also messed up the words.
I always do. That's kind of a trait of mine.
Yeah. Maybe you should stop singing.
Messing up trivia and singing. Anyway, that's going to do it. Stay unusual.